Hey guys, welcome to another episode of SUBterra Tech. Lost it for a second. We're going to be making the Philosopher's Stone here. At this point, I don't think we're necessarily close, but I would like to be able to get the EMC link. Um, yeah, so that's what we're kind of looking for. Like, all this is super simple here. A diamond and a piece of coal, uh, charcoal, and cobblestone. Do I have charcoal saved in here? I do. And in case you're wondering, I did go through and get the crucible out of the oven and get that completed. So we need iron and diamond as well. So, yeah. Stupid? Oh, I am stupid. Aluminium covalence, and that's diamond and coal. I do know that much. Let's learn those. Um, Next to a tinker's crafting station. Let's bookmark that. So it's one of each dust, a piece of stone, two iron, and a chest and a diamond. So let's grab ourselves a piece of andesite, since that's the easiest bit of stone there ever was. I need a piece of each type of dust. So we need another. I need another piece of andesite in a chest. Still nice and easy, and apparently it decided to jump away from me. Alchemical chest has been made. So let's see here. I think this can take anything with an EMC value, and we can store it inside of here. Uh, Maybe not. Maybe this is just a really big chest. Yeah, this is just a chest. I am stupid. I was thinking about something past this point. I was thinking about the energy condenser, which we could make. There's not necessarily a need to yet. Yeah, these transmutation tables are kind of the problem, as they take 4 dark matter blocks apiece, which is 32 dark matter in total. So in other words, we're going to need a metric ton of coal. Um, which we're working on, albeit not at a very fast pace. Do I have another piece of pipe? I do. I need to set up an extract out from here as well. Just that way so we don't ever have the issue of these melters running out. That's still not wanting to do it. Maybe I should move this. That was gonna open up its own problem. And we can set this right there. That was so it hits everything else, and then it hits this. Yep, so that's up to 64. That's up to 60. Here in a second, that'll be full. Maybe. Do I consider throwing in more coal generators? I think so. Because I just need a lot of coal right now. And then since these are already here and they're convenient, might as well place them here. There we go. Set all these bad boys to extract. And now we've got 10 running currently. Let's get 2 more running. Well, nah, I think 10. Yeah, let's get 2 more running. I changed my mind. I mean, it's really easy to do at this point, so might as well, the way I see it. And then any scrap should be coming down here. So they're 368 currently. 369. Yep, it looks like any extras are coming down here. We'll double check and make sure everything is pouring out of here correctly. It seems to be. Yeah, so that's up to 378 now, so operating a little bit better. We did pick up 4 basic resource shells. I don't want those, and for some reason there's uncompressed coal in here. Go away. I really should patch up the hole in the floor here. I think we do it with planks, that way so I can still know where that is. I know it looks hideous, but it's more of a functional thing at this point than anything. No, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. None of this is, but it's effective. Why is that one not extracting? Like this one's full. Maybe it was a visual glitch? Hopefully it works now. It seems to be working fine now. But it had built up inside of it. We'll want to monitor this over time as well. That's back down to 315. That's no good. Gotta feed it more grout, as per usual. I don't want that uncompressed coal. Yeah, we're up to 461 coal over here, which I think is enough for about half of a dark matter. So that's gonna take a minute. or 5. Let's take this coal over here as well. I am gonna make myself a pathway over, as it seems like a wise thing to do. That takes us up to 860. Not half bad. Yeah, that is starting to drain down the iron ever so slightly. I think everybody else is working fine. So we'll leave it be. How many of these have we made now? 13 again? We'll go ahead and throw these in here. That takes us up to 400k in total. Yeah, these transmutation tables. They're worth 2.2 million EMC apiece. You know, all of that is purely in the dark matter. So I guess if I can make one. Yeah, so I think I can make one. Let's go ahead and grab some coal. And we'll start the full exchange up here. So. Oops. We want to learn all the steps as well as we go. Grab ourselves some Mobius fuel. Okay, so I don't actually remember the next step. Okay, it's just the same thing again. And then we move up to the diamonds. So, that leaves us to do that. Place you there. Make those 16. And we can make our first dark matter. And we can actually get 3 back out. Okay. Do I get more coal things for 8 here? Because that is... What is our holdup? Never mind. I know what the holdup is. I don't have any of those ready to go. Our holdup is the grout. I mean, which it's working on it. And I need it to place them in, realistically. I mean, it would be more efficient if I place down 10 of these, but I don't think the system can hold it. Yeah, so 4 dark matter blocks apiece. And or 2.2 million per. Not great. Is there like cobble gens? No. I'm just trying to see if there's a way to game this. We do have the collectors, which are quite simple to make. Maximum stored XP. I don't like that phrase, stored. And then these take the link, so it's useless at this point. I don't know if I have to click on those. Alright, so now we're out of coal parts here, so let's grab 3 of these. 3 of these resource generators. Grab ourselves some scaffolding blocks, essentially. We're going to be able to break all of these blocks. Let me set these to extract, and we should be up to 6 of these running now, which I don't know if the smelter can hold that, realistically. I didn't really check. I pretty much never want this to be empty. I barely want it to ever have free space. Right there. I don't like that. But I guess all of these do it. I think these take a little bit longer to smelt through as well. But it'll be what it'll be. Let's get rid of you. You're an eyesore. It'll work on itself. I guess the real question is, do I go ahead and make as many of the dark matter as I can, quote unquote, naturally? In which this is full now, so I need to figure out a storage system. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a crafting session. Wow, that was enough for precisely 1 dark matter. Let's grab out... I guess we'll grab out the 21 that I can. So, this is currently worth 172. And now it's worth 278, so that was profitable. That's up to 8 dark matter. Okay, so this is a functional glitch, per se. The only problem is I need more diamonds. Okay. That takes me up to 1.6 mil, which is almost enough for one. It's about 600k short. Another thing that we're massively short on is just purely storage space. Gravel? I guess let's go ahead and let's pull out some storage drawers. Also, did I have any item pipes left over? No, probably not. That gives me 16. That's not really enough to get anywhere. I'm going to need more cobble. Whoops, don't do that. It's going to be useless to do any more than that. So we got 32 now. So what I'd like to do is get rid of these, because they're kind of somewhat pointless. We'll take that. Let's mine out a little wall space here. Placed that one too far back, unfortunately. Since I don't have a true controller yet, or the link tools, which I'm sure I probably could make, I'm just being sorry. And we want to extract from there. And honestly, we need to get an upgrade in that as soon as possible. Okay. Do I have any gold ready? Not really, but I'll get that way mighty quick. Looks like it's working on the copper first, for whatever reason. But I don't really care. It can do whatever it wants to. This is going to take one moment. We'll start that one up with iron. We can start XP up there. Zinc and gold need a spot, so gold or zinc, gold. Lapis needs a spot. Less concerned about some of this other stuff. Yeah. I'm so blind. Alright, that gold should be done. Yeah. That's all we need. I need blocks of redstone, don't I? Like, 4 of them. I'm just trying to make at least the same level as what I have in the other ones. Advanced pipe upgrade. So now that's doing 32 items every 5 ticks, which should empty this out rather quickly. I would have honestly rather that have been redstone. Yeah, okay, so that's automatically sorting out all that fun stuff now. Some of these are going to fill up really quickly. Like the iron. Can I make void upgrades? Absolutely I can. Or obsidian. And the storage drawer. I accidentally grabbed out more. Wait, those are EMCable as well. No point in having 3 void upgrades in the same one. That's stupid. That's kind of expensive. Those are really expensive, actually. That's fine. We'll get what we need out of them, which is pretty much diamonds. I don't know if I... Oh, we can just... straight up chug those bad boys. Cool deal. That's going to need more gravel soon. That's grout. I'm looking for gravel. And I cannot seem to find it. I could just be blind. I am blind. So that can run for a moment. Looks like our holdup is still the coal ones. Which I guess it's going to be what it's going to be from here on out on those. Got another 245k right here, which will push us up to almost 2 million. That's what we want to see. This turns into a diamond block. Is this really worth doing? Probably not. At least not while I know I don't have enough to do both. I mean, that gained us 300 or 200,000 EMC by sacrificing 27 diamonds, which we get by sifting. So, I mean, they're practically free. I mean, gravel costs a little bit, but not a whole lot. a lot faster than doing this. Because the only way I can make at least this faster is by adding in more of these melters, or by adding like an actual foundry. Ain't no point in doing that though. Got void upgrades in all of those. We could start into these mechanical crafters, which I think I need 27 for the crush wheel, if I'm remembering correctly. So where does that put us at? So we need 9 brass casings. I got turned around for a second. Definitely not just using the tree. Perfect. Ain't much more you can ask for than for it to go that well. So we need 9 crafting tables or 8 crafting. 9. I was right, not 9. So we need 9 of those. What was it? 9 cogwheels? I do believe. Mechanical crafters. Okay. Collect our reward of a sprocket. Looks like redstone might be used for quite a bit. Yeah, it's in what is that? 264 times 2 just crafting recipes. Quite a few. That's going to be in the way. I'm not a fan of that. I kind of need a building block, I guess, don't I? Kind of hard to do much without being able to get up high. And shocker, my pickaxe broke. Break out a chunk of this. Let me look at that crafting recipe again. So it's 3. Oh, it's 21. Okay, I made a few too many. So I gotta get rotational force into this, which shouldn't be abysmal. Considering I think I can put a gearbox there and probably just find a way to do it that way. We'll look into some gearboxes, maybe some small cogs, and some shafts. So it's not going to be fast, like at all. But we're not here for fast on the crafting side. We need a create wrench as well, which is 3 golden sheets, a cog, and a stick. So we're going to need to smelt up some of our gold here. Got some zinc up there randomly. I just need that to go through twice, and I guess we'll press it over here. Oh no, we can hammer it, so that works. Grab our wrench. And what we want to do is we want to kind of rotate this to where it makes sense. Because we want it to all go to a centralized point. Kind of like that. I think that works. We'll find out. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might have... Oops. I think it might have to go to an edge. So we'll do that. That should work. So what we're looking to make is a crushing wheel. And I believe we're actually meant to crush in these things right here. These basic transmutable shards. Do I know why? No. There's actively no need to. So I'm just doing that for the quest because there's been ways to get around it. So it's a metric ton of andesite alloys with planks and a piece of andesite in the middle. Okay, so andesite right there. Need a few planks, not many. So there's 4. And the rest is going to be andesite alloy. Which I have a little, not much of. $25 might be enough. Maybe. Alright, so am I missing anything? Yeah, I'm missing the 1 piece of andesite now. Okay. Andesite in the middle. Planks. Alright, and that's starting to craft. Very, very beautiful. I don't know if it actually has to be at the edge. It just, I don't know. It makes me feel good to do it like that. Hopefully this makes 2 crushing wheels. Instead of just 1. But I don't know if it actually makes a difference. It's pretty much everything that this crushing wheel is shown to make. I have other ways of getting it. So I need lapis, a piece of gold. Yeah, we can just go alternate ways of getting all that fun stuff. Get the redstone by washing the iron. Okay, so we need to make imbuement chambers, so we need to start growing some of that arched wood. Let's check it on this. 2 iron, 10 copper, 16 zinc. Okay. That's not good. It looks like we're running out of this right here. Let's address this. So we need another grout melter, I guess. Yeah. So let's go over here, type in seared, another melter, heater, table, drain. Got our item pipes, so should be able just to boop, boop. Need to set that to extract via the pipe wrench. The only thing that's going to be interesting here. Seared heater there. Gotta break this that way so I can disconnect you. And we'll place our melter facing this way. I am one block too low. Is what I'm realizing. In theory, this should get coal into it. Yep, cool deal. Only other thing I really need is the lever, which I can make on me. And the other thing that we need is to do that. And that should be good. I don't know if we're going to have to add a third one. I guess we'll find out. We need to get the grout out from in these. You don't belong there. That is for sure. How do I get out from in here? Like that, I guess. Very interesting. I mean, I guess it's working as hard as it can. I want to wait for 65 diamonds, I guess. We still processing good. Yeah, decently. I guess that works, whatever I'm doing now. So we can pretty much cheat 7 times here. So that's going to take us from whatever, like it was like 2 point something mil, up to 2.6, which isn't a whole lot, but all of it helps. Up to 2.69 mil. It honestly seems like the rest of the melters aren't getting enough of the basic resource shells. Where is that iron going? It's there now. Yeah, we're gonna get quite a few iron bars. But it might be catching up. Maybe. It's something we're just gonna have to watch. I'm looking forward to getting that link. It's going to be very nice. Oops. Ah, you're not supposed to be in there. And yes, I do realize I put it in there, but yeah, you know. It seems like we're still just a little too short. It might not hurt to put in a third one. Yeah, might as well. We'll just break a piece of cobblestone or two for the lever. That's upside down. Okay. So. Go. Heater. Melter. Faucet. Not basin. That is the incorrect thing. Table. Okay. Place lever there. Open you up. And then we have our third one. I mean, 2 is close, so 3 should definitely be enough. Alright, this is gonna run out pretty quick, but let's get more gravel put into this over here real quick as well. So much gravel. Which is what we like to see, because, you know, it's good to get rid of this stuff. Place that mesh in there, be good. Got 250,000 more EMC in there. Looks like we're out of the resource shells again. But we're actually working on building up a surplus here so we can place in a few. It definitely takes a second. Why are you not exporting? That's because you have not the right connection. Okay, you do now, though. So that one wasn't even working. Oops, I fell in again. Suboptimal for sure. But at least we're kind of in control of how much we spend here. We're starting to work out pretty okay. I'm going to need to haul in more grout. Get another 6 started. Which it's not going to be able to do since we're out of coal ones again. But we're okay. We're to the good there now, so that's fantastic. Okay, so next thing on the list is gold and archwood, which is easy enough because all I have to do is chop down this tree, and we'll be able to place down our archwood saplings. What do we want? Vexing? Sure. This room may be too short. Is there a botany pot in this pack? There is. Get a hopper botany pot too, which is terracotta and a flower pot. So we need clay. Get 12 of you. I'll make terracotta and some clay. Then we want to go ahead and let's grab some crushed raw gold and get 2 stacks melted up. If I was being intelligent, what I would do is I'd get a little bit of lava and set it up a few blocks away from... I'd pretty much set up automatic cooking. So we didn't have to sit here and wait. But nobody ever accused me of being smart, so here we go. We're up to 30 iron bars in there. I got 8 basic resource shells in there now. Let's take these. Throw them in here. So we're up to 3 mil, which is enough for 21 dark matter of the 32 that we need. So not quite there yet. We're making progress though. Must have had a coal come through. But yeah, we're in the green on those. We're already up to 1,000 copper, crushed raw copper. It's pretty good. I don't know why we need XP, but we got it now. Cogwheels can get thrown back in there. So can these 46 resource generators. Time for that to cycle through 10 times. Okay. Okay. That's going to be an interesting one, but we'll wait on it. Should I go ahead and make a storage drawer for these 4, and just have it pumping up into it? I I'm tempted to. But I think that's going to have to wait until next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.